Hey guys, hope you enjoyed the April Fool's video. Thought I'd give you a real update video now. After selling the first pair of Baliscissors, I thought I'd sell more soon after. So what happened? Well, anxiety happened. The whole process made me realize some things that I don't think I thought about enough. I've made lots of Baliscissors, but I haven't Loctited them as often. When I put together number 1 for the first time, I felt like I didn't do the best job tuning it. So I had to take them apart and break the Loctite and replace all the hardware, which is something I've done even less. I thought it would be cool for the first several I sold to make them all different colors and handle engravings. But then I realized if I damaged the handles I was going to sell redoing the Loctite, I didn't have any backups. Luckily, number 1 went back together fine, but it made me realize I should just stick to one style for now. I did have some green handles and some different blades though, so I thought I'd send them to my podcast friends for more feedback. They all pretty much gave me the same feedback. 1, I need to get better at tuning. Tuning balisongs is already a skill I should be better at. Part of what makes assembly harder is that I have to Loctite 2 screws, which means I do 1 screw and then wait 24 hours to be safe before I can actually do the tuning screw. I had Lucas from Squid Industries make these for me. Now instead of 2 screws in a threaded tube, there'll be only 1 thing I need to Loctite. Hopefully that'll speed up things and simplify things for future pairs. Tuning is even more complicated with the Baliscissors because the tuning of the blades affects the tuning of everything else. One of the green pairs was the best I've ever tuned scissor blades. I learned a lot, and they could cut cotton along the whole length of the blade. This was an exciting breakthrough for me, but they had quite a lot of bend, which made them bad at flipping. I sent this pair to John because he's not a flipper.
Nailed it.
The others still had more bend than usual, I think. Before, I've bent blades with pliers, or pins in a vise, or an arbor press. I made some curved jaws and am now trying different curves to try to consistently get the right amount of bend every time. The second piece of feedback I got from all of them was I need a better machine, which is something I've been trying to do for a while. The holdup has been getting 3-phase power. The process started over a year ago, and then finally in the last couple months, things were actually wired up and inspected. But why a different machine? The Tormach has been great in so many ways. I've cut titanium, I do hard milling, it's been great, but it has 2 big flaws, speed and accuracy. Now before you say, duh, it's a Tormach, let me defend it a bit. First let's talk speed. For the first couple years of prototyping, speed wasn't an issue. If I spend tens of hours designing parts, I don't really care if the parts take 10 minutes or 20 minutes. Most of the time was spent just thinking. But now I'm trying to get into production. Now it's feeling like 5100 RPM and 100 inch per minute rapids isn't cutting it. Accuracy is a bit more complicated. I'll cut some feature, adjust wear by tenths, and I get the expected result. On most part features, I can't complain. I spent a lot of time checking the accuracy of my machine, and it seems much better than advertised, so I'm hesitant to try to mess with anything. Still, there's a couple issues. Mostly to do with my lobed holes. I'm trying to hold less than 1/1000th of an inch of accuracy, and I don't think I'm cutting the same amount in X as I am in Y. The other issue is uneven wear, I think. More and more I'm having to compensate where this hole is sloppy, and this hole will be tight, and everything in between. I could move the pallet, but right now I'm just leaving different stock to leave in Fusion. So hopefully I'll get another mill soon, which is very exciting. But what should I do in the meantime? For a while, it felt like it was good to just focus on one thing, and that's part of why I've made less videos. Now I think it could be good to have a couple projects going at once. Another thing I've done is found a company to make blades for me. Unfortunately, they've been slower to deliver than expected. That's been the case with a lot of people I've worked with. So I've always tried to be working on my own stuff at the same time, but sometimes it can be hard to know exactly what to do. Maybe I should start some other projects. Maybe I can make videos about designing and machining a balisong trainer. Similarly, I am thinking about making a video series about just trying to make regular scissors. Let me know what you might want to see. The last thing I'll mention is I went to Blade Show, Texas. I had a lot of fun, and it was a very encouraging experience just like last time. Everybody seemed to like the Baliscissors, and I learned even more about scissors from Grace Horn. Some people were surprised that I had some Baliscissors because they thought I sold the only pair I made. I've made lots, they just aren't always great. Hopefully they'll be getting more consistent in the near future. Thanks for watching. Bye.